need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Darius Slayton, 45 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shea Zimenez. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally in second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Arizona.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
And returns it right back to Samuel. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second down and goal. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Down. You ready? 637. Three down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Carr. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Blankenship out for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here pulled in by Galladay. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Now Jones. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The final shot here before half for Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And they'll run again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Lockett. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working so. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Like 17.
From the 16, Wilson flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Titans! J.J. Nelson. 76 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Carr will look to throw. Forced out, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
35's the mic. Watch the pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end
end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Andrews, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another.